thinking. Oh,
it says you're live.
So we must be live. So thanks very much for tuning in on this special live stream. And
let's kick things off.
Yes.
Our traditional H&R Dream Racing theme.
Okay. So I'm Harry.
And I'm Richard.
Okay. And 3, 2, 1, go. Welcome to show the H&R Dream Racing Show. Yes. And thanks so much for tuning in this week. Yes. This is we're on live stream. So thanks very much for tuning in.
That's right. All the future, past, and present. Thank you very much.
Couldn't do without you. Yes. And thanks so much to all our sponsors. Couldn't do without you.
That's right. And check all the links out for them below.
Yes. And what will we be doing on this episode?
That's right. So this one's all about the K2 Plus.
Yes.
Specifically with the multicolor.
Multicolor printing is what we'll be doing on this one. And yeah, so this week that's what we did on our episode this week too.
That's right. It was on Tuesday. It was arrived at like 6 in the morning.
Yes.
And it was exciting. It was good, wasn't it?
Good to release it.
That's right. So what did we do on that one?
Yes, we unboxed the K2 with the CFS and we unboxed it, set it up, and did a couple of test prints. One was the Benchy, the multicolored Benchy,
and stock with the stock with the printer.
And the other one was our own design, which is right there.
There it is.
Right there. And there's another one up there. There you go.
That's right.
When we got 1 million views, so there you go. Yeah. So what we're going to do is I'm going to pick up the camera. I'm going to move over there, and we'll get straight into it, shall we?
Yeah.
Okay, let's get into it. Okay, I'll just do this quietly so we don't disconnect. Oh, hang on. Okay, so there we go. We're moving over to the new studio. So hopefully you can see it. Let's have a look. Can you see that? Yes. There we are. There we go. There's something there. So there you go. Welcome to another part of the workshop. There you go. Can you see us? Yes, I think so. Lighting. Maybe bring the other lighting back. Okay. It was just the lighting. But yes, we very much appreciate you tuning in. Over here, it is Christmas holiday.
Not a Christmas holiday.
No, but it is a holiday. It's the Waitangi holiday. So we appreciate you all tuning in. A public holiday, yes. But it's not Christmas. But yes, so we thought we'd do a live stream. Why not? Sounds like a good idea.
Yeah, we can do that.
Yes, so you can hear in the background the CFS
whirling away.
And this is the K2 just here. There.
Yep.
There you go. K2 and CFS up the top, and it's kind of sponsored by Creality. So thank you for joining the crew. Thank you.
Yeah.
Okay, and beside us we got
the little Ender. Fun memories. It's our first print.
Yes, and we worked on that guy all of last year. Is what we built all our projects on. Yeah. Can you believe it? It's amazing.
Yeah. Ender.
Yes, and we did pass the K1, which is just sitting over yonder.
Yeah.
There it is. It's beside the light, just pointing there.
There it is.
So there you go. That's our 3D.
Workshop people.
Yes. So what are we going to be looking at, Richard?
All right. So on this one, we're all about putting ourselves on a 3D printer.
Yes.
Making ourselves plastic.
Yes. So what we'll do is we'll put this print on. How long will it take? We pre-designed it. Yeah. So it was kind of like the idea of like those cooking shows with it. It's like it's already done.
Right. Yeah.
Yes. And then what we'll do is we'll put it on print share to do that kind of thing on the K2.
That's right. And we'll change over. Oh, hey Nick. Welcome.
Thanks for tuning in.
Very kind. So we're going to put it on to print. We're just going to change a couple of spools over, show you how to do that because it's a multicolor print. You can do 4 at once on this with one CFS, and you can do multiple other all the way up to 16, I believe.
16 different colors, I think, yes. But yes, there you go.
That's right. So, yeah, so that's all good. And
so we're going to swap some colors over.
But of course, we don't just do prints just to entertain, or there's a purpose.
Yes, there's a purpose. So this particular one will be part that we are doing today, which we'll show you in a second. We'll go through the design process, so
and show you how to use it
on the Creality print software. But yes, and this one here will be used on our upcoming project. So there you go. It's an essential piece that we can do it without.
That's right.
Yes.
We don't want to give too much away, but you will see it. All will be revealed in good time.
In good time. It'll be an exciting one, and it'll probably be one of the first in the world of that kind of thing.
Oh, it's a custom design, so yes.
Yes.
So yeah, we've been working on it hard from the design phase.
Design phase. Yes, yes. So okay. So what do you want to do? Do you just get it? I'll move the laptop over there, and then we're
going to move it here.
I thought so you can see what we're doing. Plug it in.
Yep, sure.
Yep. Okay.
A lot of movement in this one.
Oh, that's all right. Okay. Is that better? We'll just adjust it so you can see what's going on. Yes.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
That's us.
There's a bit of movement going on, but that's right.
We'll get it sorted. We'll get it sorted. Okay, so what do you want to do?
Okay.
Let's swap over. I'll put some. So if you're new to 3D printing and didn't really know what you do, this particular printing bed uses glue sticks, and this particular K2 comes with it. That light. Can't see it. So it's not just a glue stick from the pencil box. It is a proper 3D printing glue stick.
That's right.
So what you always do in these particular machines, you always put this down.
That's right.
Maybe you could say something about the size of this bed.
Right. So this is quite a large one. It's 350 by 350 by 350, which is quite large.
Which is definitely giant.
Yeah.
It's pretty good. So you just put a good even coat down, just like that. And as you go along, and it's got
do you know whereabouts it will be on the build plate?
Not really. I was just going to paint it.
Okay.
And it's got 2 cameras in this particular machine.
That's right.
And one's on the nozzle. There's the nozzle up there, and one is just located over here, so you can access it and watch it, check on it as it's printing.
That's right. It's all accessible by your phone app.
Phone app. So yeah, it's kind of a cool machine. I'm very lucky to show it off for you guys.
That's right. I think you can do time lapse and all that kind of cool
exciting
stuff.
But we haven't tried that yet. So there you go.
Something to dive into the future. I think that's probably enough.
Yeah. What do you reckon? Huh?
Yeah, I think so.
Like that.
Okay, so there you go. So that's all the preparation we need.
Yes.
For that side of things. Okay, so what's the next side of things?
What do we need? Okay, we'll swap some spools over. So we left them in so we can swap them over, so you can show you what's happening with the CFS
Side of things.
So yeah.
Okay, so you can open up the one we're going to swap over. So we're going to add some more black.
We're going to swap over that black. So in this particular one, it's got when Richard opens the CFS, you should be able to see that now. So yes, we got black on Richard's little over there, and then there goes white, and then we've got gold currently sitting there, which we will be swapping out, and blue. There you go. And these are all part of the Hyper series that Creality do, and with an RFID chip inside, which is kind of cool.
So if you don't know what an RFID chip is, basically, it's not necessary. You can dial in manually, but it just speeds things up a bit. You can just basically clip the spool in, which is the 3D printing filament that you use on these devices, and it just auto understands what the color is, and then just recognizes it, and then gets the accurate measurement of what's been happening, where it's at, and where it's in the status, right?
That's the one. I'm just going to get a bit of a craft. There you go.
Right. So you want me to retract that?
Yeah, sure.
So the black one you're doing. Okay, so just go, if you I think you can see, yeah. So just go over to the filament section. I click on black.
There.
I think you can see it. Yeah. And I just click retract, which is the one that we want.
So we'll start retracting and heating up the filament. So this particular one is black. There we go. It's kind of cool.
And you might be asking why we're adjusting the black when you've already got black. Just because this particular print is going to require quite a little bit more, and I don't really want to change it halfway through. Yeah, we can use the other one at a later date.
Yep. And this is what, like a 2-part series we're thinking, maybe?
Possibly, yeah.
If people want to see that sort of thing. And we'll do maybe the next one when it finishes, perhaps. Yeah, we'll do that. Yeah.
Well, so that it should finish in what? Once it's all up and running, it should finish in what? 17 hours?
17 hours, 45 minutes, I think is what it said.
Give or take.
Yeah.
It's plus or minus a little bit.
I'll just get
Yeah.
So, so it's quite a long print. We'll be showing you what we are printing in a second. Just thought we'd get the machine going, and that's kind of the main thing. So, yes, it's kind of an interesting one. But yeah, so what will be happening is we'll be just spooling itself back up, And there you go. I'll be heating at the moment, heating the nozzle in the center. Yeah, no, there you go. It's good. It's good. It's kind of a quite a cool machine, really, and it's quite large. It's definitely the biggest one that we've got. So, there we go. All right, so that's what's in these little bags. There's the RFID chip on my top finger there, and that just says what it is, which is the Hyper Gallet Black. So that's good. Very cool, very cool. Has it retracted it? Not yet. Must be heating. You sure? This is. I think it's already done. Oh, I didn't even know. Oh, I did. There you go. Didn't even notice. There you go. So, okay. So what we do is what you always do with these. It's just fresh from a spool. So they come tucked in just here. If you haven't used 3D printers, so I'll get a pair of side cutters and cut that. Where's my side cut? What happened to the quiet music background? Ah, I forgot that. There you go. But it's okay. It's okay. We'll make it up with our own music. Yeah, I got it. But that's okay. That's all right. We'll improvise. Our voices are sound. Technically the best sound there is, right? That's right. If you project your voice, there is music. Funny. But yes, we very much appreciate you guys all tuning in. That's very kind. That's right. So yes, so what you want to do with these filaments is when you get them, so you want to cut them on a diagonal, if you can see. I'll try and do it so the camera can see it. So yeah, so I just take it out off the spool. Hey dude, thanks for tuning in. We appreciate it, brother. You just cut like that. There you go. So you got a little nice little diagonal cut for you. Yep. And we'll just go straight in. All good? I'll move over here so we can talk. There you go. Yeah. Very cool. Oh, hang on. I'll tilt the camera up. Look at that. There you go. There it is. There it is. It's loading it now. It's actually kind of an interesting one. You just put it in and then it just spools itself. You don't actually click any buttons whatsoever. And it just does its own thing. There you go. You got the next one? Yeah, yep, new color. Kind of cool. Very cool. Okay, so the next one's quite a rare color that we haven't seen for a long time, which we'll need for this. If we're going to make our own self on this, we'll need skin color. So there you go. I haven't actually opened it yet. Haven't you opened it? So I wonder how close it is to. So it's yep, it's loaded in there. Cool. That's pretty cool. It's cool that it does it auto. Yeah. So that's all loaded in there nicely, and which we'll just cut this one open. Oh, hang on, I'll tilt it down so you can see. Let's see what we're doing. Okay, so this is what it looks like. There you go. Yep. Yep. Okay, so we don't know what this color will look like, but it'll be a good one. Intriguing. Yes. That's kind of an interesting one. So I thought we'd show you how it works. Bit of insight into what goes into building these projects, and yes, very cool. It's a very cool machine. It's a very, very cool machine. Well, I guess we could have just done this by ourselves, but we thought we'd include everyone. Sharing is caring. Yeah. And maybe some facts. Maybe somebody might want to know some facts about the K2. What have we got? Pretty cool. Look at that. Yeah. Oh wow. Okay. Look at that. That's skin color right there. Yeah, thanks. There you go. Can you see that? Hopefully you can. It's pretty rare. You've seen that before. There you go. Very kind. And some facts for you. The weight of this fella, he's not too light. He is 33.5 kgs with a build volume of 350 cubed and a max print speed of 600 millimeters a second. There you go. It's pretty quick. Pretty quick. Okay, so which one are we taking out this time? Gold one. Okay, so do the same thing again. I'll just try and do it so you can see. So you just click the gold one, and then you'll click retract. There you go. It'll just heat up, and then it'll spool it out, and then we'll load the skin color in and get printing. Yeah. So, and you want to tilt it up a bit? I still can't carry that. No. Oh yeah, 33 kgs. Up a bit more. Yeah, there you go.
You can see it.
You see what? Yes, it's very heavy. It's about the weight of our.
Our dog was about 32.
He's not around anymore, but he was.
Black Lab. He was a great dog. Right.
Yeah, yes, he was
Actually,
very-
he appeared in a couple of episodes.
Yes, he did. We did one.
With
Maybe
a
the
longboard.
start of the year last year.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it was we were
Quite early on in our YouTubing career.
yes, and it was what did we do? We chased a dog versus quad, I think it was called.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah. It's a great
So-
dog.
Very cool dog.
I think we made a selfie stick, didn't we? With a GoPro on it.
Yes, I think so. Yes, that was 3D printed as well, wasn't it?
Must have done it.
Yeah, look at that.
Okay.
Yeah, no worries.
Yeah. Let's retract.
All retracted already.
I think so, yeah.
Oh, yeah, okay. No mucking around. There you go. There you go. You can see them spooling it out now. All good, G?
Yeah, it's all good.
All good. All right. So okay, so yeah, same thing again. We'll cut this at an angle, and then we'll load them up.
So that was what the gold looked like, just so you can see.
Oh yes,
Very goldy.
very good. Very cool. Very cool.
Okay, so you want to cut the same thing?
So how long is this print going to be, Richard? For people that just tuned in?
Yeah, so about 17 and a half hours, give or take.
Yes, and we'll live stream the finale when
Finale.
we take it off as well tomorrow.
Everybody likes to see
So-
what the finished result is.
Yes. So we'll
Including us.
So we'll after this live stream, we'll make sure you if you haven't done already, subscribe so we can then you get notified for the next one.
Yeah.
Yep. There you go.
Oh, okay.
Load them in.
Okay, so this is the
And that'll be done maybe about 12 o'clock tomorrow New Zealand time, I think. So, not sure exactly, but we'll work that out for you. Oh, there he goes. I'm getting loaded in now.
Cool. Yeah, so what it's actually doing is it's actually retracting it all the way down to sort of like halfway, and then it registers that and goes back up.
Quite amazing.
I
Really.
won't be here at 12. That's okay. You just catch the repeat.
Yes,
It'll still be on the channel. No big deal.
it will be.
But thanks nonetheless for tuning in right
Yes.
now. Okay, so that's all done.
Yep, and it's come up on the screen, and it's come up on the little dial there. No, just the screensaver came up. It always says that. All good? Yep. All good. So lock it in, and then, yes, it should be all good. Okay. And what are we going to do next? Okay, so we're going to USB drive, and it's already, the stick, you can actually see it. It's just sitting over here, and it's all been configured, and what are we making? Yes, so we are making ourselves, and
Specifically, moi.
yes, and you're making Richard's head in three-dimensional space.
We'll dive into a little bit more in detail on the computer, but
Yeah,
should we get it underway?
but we need it for an upcoming project. So
Okay, so it's saying, is this correct? It's saying 1 is 1C, 1 A, B, C. So that's right. So that's the skin tone.
yes,
Then it's saying blue is D, which
yeah,
is
that's
correct. White is B, which is also correct. And black is A, which is
Yes.
also correct. So
Okay, so the way it thinks is it understands from
RFID tag.
the RFID
So
tag.
A, B, C, and D.
Yes, and then it loads it on the side. And you just check that before you click print to see if all's been loaded correctly. Make sure you enable the CFS. You tick that button and hit the calibration, and then you click start. So, what do you reckon? Should we click the button and,
Yeah.
and send it on its way? What do you reckon?
I reckon. Let's get cracking. Okay,
Okay.
print.
Okay, there you go. It says it's preparing to print. Please wait.
Let's copy the files over.
And then there you go.
Okay, so it's going to heat up the nozzle, do its little warm-up routine, as most sports athletes do before a match.
Yes.
It
so
does
there
the
you go.
same thing. And yeah, it's going to take a couple of minutes,
To warm up.
maybe
And then-
maybe like 2 minutes, something like that.
I'm not sure. It's pretty quick. Oh, the bed's coming up already. Can you see that? Or maybe bring the light in a bit closer.
Yeah.
So it's got some lighting in there inside the cage. inside the K2, but it'd be just nice so people can see a bit clearer. Oh yeah, there you go. Can it print 2 colors at the same time?
No.
Technically no, it can't do that. But what it does is it, as you'll see in the design, what it actually does is it prints one, then does a layer, then retracts that one, then clears that one, and then brings it back in, and then continues on. So technically, no.
So it does. Yeah, it does. It's only got one nozzle, correct?
It's only got one nozzle on this particular one, but very cool machine. We wanted to show you for sure. Yeah, you can see it.
Okay, sure.
The other option is we can put like a box here and go off a bit if we need to. There you go. Anyway, while it's heating, there you go. We thank you very much for tuning in. Very cool.
Yeah.
Okay. What would you like to see what we're actually making? We can do that.
Yeah. Okay.
We can do that.
I'll give that up one.
Yes, that's fine. Just put it out of the way. But yes, it just doesn't take long to heat up. It's already at 140 degrees, and it's just clearing its nozzle head right now. And then it'll just go through and it'll home and it'll do all its settings. One thing that we did add to it, if we move the camera over a little bit, you'll see better. So we add a. There you go. So you'll see over here, we made a chute. See the little black thing over here? We made a chute. So the K2 design is such so it spools out and then lands out the back, but it's not so easy to get to. So we made we printed out. It's a free file, isn't it, Richard?
Yeah.
It's a free file that you can get on like Thingiverse, and yeah, you go, and there you go. We're going to find out if it works. So does it? So it does one color connects to the other as one piece?
No.
No, it doesn't do that.
Good idea, though.
Good idea. What it does is it prints one section that needs to do one layer, like a hot glue gun. It'll go along. It'll do that one layer, and then let's say on that layer it has let's say it's doing white, and then it'll stop. And if inside that layer it's finished that, it will go and change, and then it'll come back, and then it'll go the black in that layer, and so forth, and all the way up until the whole print is done. So
and this particular one, I think, is 500 changes.
I think it does over 500 changes just for this print. We wanted to do a complex one, just to show what it can do. There you go. It's quite a few, really, isn't it? 500 changes for 17 hours, but it will be a cool one, yeah. And very shortly we'll be able to show you what the rest of the project is. But it'll be a secret for this live stream. But it will come up. So 500 pieces, 500 changes. So there's 4 spools on the top, 4 different colors, and it will go along. And let's say it does that color, then it will change the color, that change. Then it'll go to say blue, and use that. Then come back, change, and then it'll go to white, etc., etc. Oh, Cliff said he missed the intro. Oh, mate, that's all right. We'll do a quick one just for you, brother. Okay, so in 3, 2, 1, go! Ancient Outdoor Racing, Ancient Outdoor Racing, Ancient Outdoor Racing. Yeah, just for you. There you go. So that's thanks so much for tuning in. We appreciate it. But yeah, so it's just going around now. Just getting the auto homing. Cheers. Thanks. So it's just going around auto homing, auto leveling, sorry. And very shortly, once it's ready, it'll do a little test, and it'll clean the nozzle, and then away it goes. Be cool. Richard in the background is actually just finding the file, so you can see it on the software. I think we'll be showing you Blender. That's what we designed it on. Zone Star has the mixing extrusion, but many didn't like that. I think they say it's just as good as bamboo. Oh, okay, interesting. And thanks for joining in there, Yuzil. Thanks. Interesting. Okay. I know on Creality they have a D. Is it D3? And that's got two.
Yeah, D3.
I think it's the
D3 or D2, and that has two. So
no, it's D3.
okay.
And it has two separate extrusion heads, and it will change. It will do it.
So yeah, so in that particular one, it does something quite similar, doesn't it? But it's mainly designed from a mechanical point of view. So say you're designing some kind of hose or mechanical plant.
Thanks for joining in. See you next time. Appreciate it.
Yeah. So say you're designing a piece and you wanted it to be in a specific way. So say it was like say it was like a pipe. It was like a hose or something for like a engine or something like that. And you wanted to design this piece, and then eventually it was going to go like a prototype piece, and then it was going to go into metal printing in the future. What you do is you print it on the D3, and then it prints two colors. One's in a soluble
water soluble
solution, and the other one's in the actual filament. So as you print, it prints in both all the way up, gets to the top, and then what happens is then you can just, instead of having to snip all the little offcuts and stuff like that off, all you do is you just take it and then you just put it into the water and it will dissolve it, and then you've just got the actual piece that you want.
Yes,
which is kind of cool.
There you go.
That's not this printer. That's the I think it's the D3.
D3, yes. But this one is still pretty cool. So there you go. I mean, not many printers can do 16.
Up to 16 colors.
Different colors, yes. Yeah. But while it's doing its auto leveling, which won't be very long before it starts its print, we'll show you what we're actually printing. How about that?
Yeah.
I've been looking at this model. It can do 8 colors. It can do more than 8 colors. It can do 16 colors.
Yep. Currently with the setup, it can do 4. Yep.
16, cool then. So yeah, you just it's kind of an interesting design. The little module at the top,
which is called the CFS.
In this case, it's called the Creality filament system. I think Bamboo calls these AMS. Yes, and you just click them on, and you just click the hose to it, and you can put a few down there, a few there, wherever you want. Yeah, and you just hook them up, and then you apply power to each one, all back into the K2.
That's right, and they have that little PFT tubes, which is just little plastic tubes.
Oh, these things. These little things.
These little guys, yeah. So they just wire into the back of it.
Yeah.
And away you go, and the unit itself powers. I think it powers all of them.
Oops, it's just a glue.
Yeah. So it just powers them, and then away you go. All right. So it's actually started prepping itself.
It's loading in the
skin tone
to start
which
with.
Is the middle one. Which is this one here. So it's loading this in at the moment, this is correct, because that's what we want in the design. And what it's going to do is it's going to come down, and then it's going to prep it ready for its first print.
Yozo says, have you been working out how to optimize for color printing without so much waste? Not for this print. We're just we want to print ourselves, and we're like, yeah, do that on live stream. That'd be cool. So maybe in the future. Yes. But we want to make it go. We only just got it up and running, so we wanted to share it with you. So in the future. So that's technically that answer.
And we need this particular print for a project that is happening on the
channel shortly.
Yeah. So this is the first part in the that build. Yeah. So it will be used.
Yes. Okay, so it's loading in there. You can hear it.
Yeah. It's cool though.
It's very cool.
Just clean its nozzle head.
There you go.
Nice.
Yeah. Okay, maybe we're bringing the camera up, do you think?
Yeah.
Let me just lift it up so you guys can have a quick look.
Unplug it?
Yeah, unplug it. Yeah, have a quick little look to see what's going on. There you go.
Oh, yeah, you can see. Yeah, it's cool.
There you go. And you can kind of see in the top, was it right-hand corner for you, is what we'll be printing.
Yeah, up here. That's what you're seeing.
So, yes, it's kind of interesting. The sound level seems good. Cheers.
Yeah, so at the moment, it's just doing like a little it seems to do it in between the layers when it's clearing them. So it'll do a little square, and then as it builds, it will just keep adding to that little square. So this isn't the print yet. The print will be towards the front of it.
It's kind of interesting. Here it goes. So that's
Here
the
it goes.
first part of the print going on now. So it'll be a little slow just doing its layers.
Purge tower, says Cliff. Yeah.
So it hasn't opened up yet. Or once it's done its first layer, then it really goes to town.
So there you go. So we'll come back to that in a second. But it's an interesting machine. It's very interesting. Very cool. Yeah, Purge Tower 3D printers can be very loud, especially the older ones. Anytime they're moving, it sounds like robots in movies. Maybe that's where they got the sound from for movies.
I was thinking like Terminator or what? Lost in Space?
Yeah, it could be.
Warning, Will Robinson.
Warning. Yes, and that's very quiet compared to the K1, which is just over here. Hang on, there's the K1. No, hang on. There he is. He's a little bit quiet, a little bit louder. So I'm very quiet. Yes. Darian says, "Be cool if the face had 4 eyes, 2 noses, 4 ears, 4 eyebrows, etc. A monster mash." Well, there you go.
Yeah.
The monster mash. Very cool. Very cool.
I feel you.
Thanks very much for tuning in.
Okay, so we'll start with so he's going on in the background. Just checking.
How's that?
Yeah, he's all good.
We'll check on that.
We'll show you an update in a second where he progresses.
Yes. So what are we going to show? We're going to show what you're actually printing. How about that?
Okay.
How are we going to do that?
Maybe put it over there and spin this camera. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll move this guy again. We're doing a lot of moving today.
That's okay. A little bit tricky, but we'll get there. Is that?
Okay. You see me? I think you can. Hey, Yozo, how's it going?
Nice.
Okay.
Okay, so this is Richard's head. Speaking about head.
Okay.
Does that need to be pulled out? Or are you good? Can we do it like that?
Can we do it?
Can we do it?
Okay. I think you can see it.
There you go. I handsome devil. So we scanned ourselves. Or scan Richard.
So this is pretty technical. Look at this, real high tech. Got computer to computer
interfacing. There you go.
Okay, so this might be a bit messed up because I have to look at that way.
But yes, what you're looking at is Richard's face.
Yeah.
And we scanned him.
You can tell. I've got sunglasses on, that's why there's a little distortion, but that's okay.
Yes.
As you can tell, it's super handsome.
Yes, and what do we do with them? We scanned them using an app on my phone. Yeah. And yes.
There's many different ways of scanning.
You can get a 3D scanners and all sorts of exciting stuff. But this is the way we did this one.
Yeah.
And the software that we are running is Blender.
Yeah.
If you haven't heard of Blender, it's 3-dimensional software.
That's right.
Quite good for animation and those sorts of things.
Yeah.
But in this particular case, we're doing, we've imported them. And yes.
Yeah. So that's what I look like, give or take. It is. So that's a 1-to-1 scale of my head. So yeah.
That is actually
It looks like you're on a bicycle going. Yeah, fair enough. Yeah, bicycle going down a hill. That's right. Yeah. So
looking at the horizon. So that's a good guess at what might be coming up.
Possibly. So so he's gonna.
It is a funny one.
It is. So yeah, obviously I've got a skateboarding helmet on my head. But yes, it could be construed as a bicycle helmet. But no, I can assure you it is in fact a skateboarding helmet.
Yes.
Yeah. So got that on our head, and it's going to be needed for an upcoming.
Okay, starting to pick up speed now.
Yeah, so she's going to town now. Okay, so we're going to use that, and then we're going to jump back into the next part of the software. So what we did in this one is we scanned ourselves with the app, then we brought it in as an OBJ file, and then Harry spent a long time cleaning it up. So by that I mean there was a lot of excess stuff that you can't use.
Yes.
So chopping it all off, making all the vertices correct, and basically making an entire printable object.
Yes.
And you have to make it, in fact, solid.
So
basically, the bottom of his head, we've lopped it off there, has to be entire.
Yes.
Doesn't have to necessarily look that good, but does have to be solid with no holes. That's the hard part, right?
Yes. But it does. But I think we did a right job. Yeah.
You didn't smile on the photo though.
No, it should be more happier.
Yeah, it should have been.
Okay, so that part's all good. So we'll move on to this side.
Yeah. Start.
So I can change that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's all you need to know.
You have a good trapezial muscle on the neck, I think. Yeah, can't see quite read from me. But yes,
Yeah.
very kind of you.
Anyway,
Okay.
yeah. So yeah, and then you make it into and then export it as an STL file, ready for the next section.
Yeah.
Cliff says, please tell me that you'll use this head on the wingsuit flyer.
That is a good guess there, Cliff, but it is for a different.
It is very close.
It's very close. So we can't tell you what it actually used for, but you made a pretty good guess. But we think great minds think alike.
Yeah, I probably would suit a mustache, wouldn't I? The old chopper look. The old chopper look here. Okay,
Yeah.
so I'll change computers around and
Is it not on this one? Is it on the one? Oh, but we need the hard drive for this one.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I'll do a little bit of tinkering, and Harry will bring you back over to the to see what the update is on the printer.
So yes.
Here you go.
Thanks. So there you go. So I'm picking up that some head tracking is in your future. Whoa. I can't say it. I can't say. But yeah, it's very cool. That is cool. Very cool. But yes, and it's a very good printer. Very cool printer. Oh, you clicked on it here. I'll just bring you so you can see what's going down. So we've moved on from just putting our first layer down, which is exciting. So now we're starting to move now, which is good. There you go. So yes, it's just putting a little base coat down, and then all fingers crossed, it will go into a bit more exciting super speed, because it's only just making the neck at the moment. And does it change color? No. It's still just making the neck, but that's okay. It's kind of cool. It's kind of cool. Something different that people might not have seen before. Did you put the timer on? No, but we'll put the timer on. What's it? The official time?
17 hours and 40 minutes.
17 hours and 42 minutes. There you go. So we'll put that on now.
So
and
we estimate 11:20.
so there will be a live stream for that opening
Around 11.
Around 11 o'clock. If you want to tune in for that, we appreciate it. We'll open the door and show you guys what we got. Yozel says, the potential to do that composite material with multiple filaments, it's going to look really good for different types of RC projects. You know it. You know it. Yes, there's some exciting projects that we are working on the computer. Yes, but make sure if you've got some super ones that you think that you'd like to see, like Cliff's idea with the, yes, the wingsuit is a great idea. Make sure you comment below. Whatever. Nick says, why is the printer working so high in its box?
That's one.
So it's a great question. That is a great question. So the way this particular printer works, different printers do different things. Resin printers do their thing, and they would differently as well. But we won't go into that today. But so different printers do different things. So sometimes, so this printer over here, that one there, this one here is the ender. So he works by the idea of the head comes down, does the hot glue, not hot glue, but the filament, puts the filament lines down, and then as it goes, as the build goes, it goes further and further up. And this particular printer, this one here, what it does is it does it the other way. So the head still stays in the same position, but the bead comes down, and then it builds it in there. If that makes sense. Hopefully it does. Very cool. Cliff says, moment of truth for me tomorrow. My 3D printer GoPro mounts will have their first test at the Stock Car Teams Champ. Oh, that's what you're telling about. Yes. Wish you luck. Absolutely. So it was this weekend you were talking about. Cool. Nice. And what did you print it out of? What material did you use? Did you use GPU? And Yozel says, LOL, the hot glue gun was the first 3D printer. Hot end. Yeah. shop. We still use the hot glue gun, but these days for servos, mounts, those sort of
Yeah,
things.
yeah.
Yes. Very well. I mean, pretty much the hot glue gun. Pretty much, you could say, invented this, really. Right?
Yeah.
Pretty much. Very cool. Yes. So it's starting to move now. Yeah, it's starting to pick up some speed. And this thing has
Is it skydiver rich head too?
Yes. Oh, hang on. There it is now.
Oh, it's already finished now. We want it finished or not finished?
Bring it finished.
Hey,
Yeah, bring a finished one in. It's fine. And then we could maybe paint it to show you how to do the painting. We'll do that separately.
Okay.
Maybe.
Yeah, it's all good.
Cliff says all TPU, 100% infill, big, flexible, but very strong. 100% infill, nice. Mounted with 2 complete bolts, M3s. It sounds tough. Nice. And what kind of GoPros are you using? You're using, what's up to now? 14, 13? It might not be perfectly flat.
Yeah, it's all good.
That's okay. Yes. Very cool. Yeah, flexible, strong. Well, TPUs are great use.
Especially with GoPros, it's quite good.
Yeah, all our drones
show you.
have got something TPU on it. Now you can use the TPU on the multi CFS. I think you can
you do it, you
get
must.
on the side. So this is TPU, something similar to that.
That's the GoPro.
It's the GoPro mount from. Ding, 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 ding. There you go. Yeah. That's a GoPro Type 1. I think you might be talking about something very similar to that. Maybe more artistic. Who knows? Cliff says a mixture of GoPros from Hero Session 4, nice, to 9 plus 1 DJI Osmo Action 1. Older cameras due to the nature of the cameras will see.
That's
Yeah,
right.
good.
Yeah, I can only use what you've got.
Yes, yeah.
Nobody has unlimited funds.
No, and also the small ones are really good. That's what we mainly do with those drones.
Was it GoPro Session 5?
GoPro Session 5, yeah.
It's a little harder to stabilize.
Yes.
It's a little,
It's a bit of a
little
tricky.
quirks, but it's a trade-off with anything. So it's smaller, got quite a good battery, but it does the job. So why change it if it doesn't break?
Yeah, and also I just like the size of it.
Yeah.
They haven't really. I mean, the DJI Action 2 is close, but it's not quite the same. 15 cameras in total. Wow, it's amazing. It's sick.
Nice. Well done. Yeah.
Run cam, nice.
Yeah, Runcam. Was it the
Runcam's
Runcam Pro or there's lots of versions?
There's lots of versions.
Thumbs. I think there's a couple of thumbs in there.
Yeah. What's it doing now? Is it changing? No, it's just doing its thing. You see how we sat and took synchronized live stream sitting down.
Okay.
Yes.
So I'm all set up over here for the next part.
I was thinking what Nick said at the start. He was saying it was any sounds, but this is the sound of the machine.
That's right. The mechanical
sound. I was trying to think of what to say there. Okay, do you want to show that part?
It's all good.
Are we all good?
You can show it. You do it.
Okay.
We'll take you into the next world. Okay. So first world is.
Oh, you can do it.
No, you do it. You know.
Okay, here you go. Hopefully you can see him a bit. Nick says, could it make 2-inch nuts with thread? Got one made for my boat for $300. It's quite expensive.
You would need to do it in, you need to cast it, or you would need to do some kind of changeover in post, right? Unless it's a nylon one, which it can print a nylon.
It can print a nylon. ABS? Can it do nylon?
Yeah,
I think it can. Yeah. I haven't. Yeah, we haven't tried that yet. There you go.
I believe it
can. Yeah, but you can't use steel or metal.
But you could cast it.
You could cast it and then do it that way.
Maybe we should try that in the future.
Maybe. Sounds like a good idea. Okay, so that would be exciting. So what we are.
Has anyone else done that? Has anyone else done 3D printing and then cast it?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd like to know some tips on that. I mean, why not, right? You're always trying
It's
to
always something to learn. It's always something to learn. Yep, still thinking. As it says, you can use FreeCAD to make nuts really easy. Yep,
Good tip.
good tip. Yeah, we use what's the software we use, Richie?
Design Spark mostly.
Design Spark Mechanical is what we mainly use. I just like it. But yeah, if we can, why not? Why not? It's cool. How's it going? Still thinking? Okay. Just putting a good base there.
Well, mainly it actually his neck is that color, right?
Yeah. So what we jumped into now is another software that you use with this one. I think you got other slices that you can use, but this is the one that we've tested it on so far. This is Creality Print.
Yeah.
So here he is.
So I just brought the file in by.
So that there, if you haven't, somebody might not have seen it, so we have to explain. This is the bed that is over there. It's just in a three-dimensional space. That's the size of the guy's head.
I've scaled it down, obviously.
It
can actually fit my full head on there.
It can fit the full head on there, but we scaled it down to fit the project that we were working on. So yeah, there you go. That's what it'll be like all the way around. And we'll just zoom in a bit so you can see kind of all angles. This is an animation version. There you go. It's just what I came up with. My artistic flair. don't judge me. But yes, he's got a helmet on. Yeah, I think it kind of shows you what you can do. Yeah. It took a lot of Nick says it took a lot of weight. Had a big spring lift. On a hydraulic trim tab. Interesting. Interesting. How's it going? It's 3% into the print. How's it going? Still printing?
Yeah, it's always technical at the bottom.
Yes.
Okay. So what do we need to do? So you need to show how you bring it in. So basically, when you bring it in, you just click that little
click this little button over here.
Nope.
No, this one. You click this one. I won't click it just yet. But
don't
yes,
need to. It's already brought in.
And it will bring your file in. In this case, we're using an STL file, and
it's not painted.
It's not painted. It just comes in monocolor. Normally, all 3D printers don't really come with monocolor, and yeah, it's quite easy to print. You just add. You click this little plus button over here. There's a little plus button, and then you just add your colors, and then you just go over to here and click the paint button.
Sure.
There you go. So if you click paint, it comes up, and then you just you paint away. So if I wanted to do skin on the head, say here like that, there you go. Or maybe I didn't want that. Quite a straightforward design. I just click the black. I'll get rid of it. Maybe I want to
make the brush smaller and larger.
Yeah, it's quite straightforward. Maybe I wanted to write. Maybe what should I write?
Hi. I don't know.
Maybe I'll write something.
You don't have to use the brush. You can just click. You could just click. Like fill, and you just drop the whole area, make the whole area. Okay, love you.
There you go. It says live on the back there. There you go. As it says, yeah, Creality has made their slices very intuitive. Yeah, very cool. Very cool design.
Come on.
It's all good? Yeah. It's very, what would you say, very much like paint?
Yeah, very similar to old school paint.
Old school paint. But we still use paint now and then, don't we?
Yeah.
It's a kind of easy thing when you don't have to do anything too.
Yeah, so you can drop the whole color, and you show them how to change filament colors there.
If you wanted to change these ones, you click that, change color.
So the filament choice you can change, and then you can change the color.
Change the color.
Just select the color, and
away you go. It's kind of cool. This particular guy, he is. What is he? We always enable supports. And what is he? 15%. What is he? No. He's less.
What's the support?
He is
8%.
8% infill because he.
You can slice it. Do slicing things. Yeah.
No, slice. I'll slice them up. There you go.
Prep them for printing.
Prep them for print. And while that's happening, yeah, it's just slicing away, and the little green light bar will come along here, and then it'll
progress bar.
Progress bar's at
80%.
80%, and it'll just do its calculations for each layer. And then you get a bit of understanding if you haven't seen 3D printing before.
There you go.
Okay. There you go. Okay, so here it is.
So this is a little square that we're talking about in the background, which it does just for the
this square you talking about?
yeah. So it just does that. Just it cleans the nozzle each time.
Cleaning the nozzle.
And yeah, that's just what it does. It does it through the layers. So you just throw that away in post. And so the main one we're focusing on is the man himself.
Yeah. So if we rotate him a bit, perhaps you can see there's a little grey thing there, and that's like a simulation, if you will, of the head. And if we pull it down,
The nozzle head.
The nozzle head, yes. And there you go. So that's what it'll do. So at the moment, we're way down the bottom. Hang on. We're way down by the neck.
About there somewhere?
About there somewhere. So it's just going along, putting the cuts in.
Yeah.
Putting the layers down, sorry. And yeah, as it makes its way up.
Now it change over to black.
A bit of black over here. And then it'll continue on with the skin tone as you go up. That'll be in an hour's time, 2 hours time, and all the way up to 5 hours. It's nearly done. And then we'll see each other at the 6 hour mark. There you go. Hang on. There you go. So there you go. Kind of exciting, really, to see your own design being made in real life. It's quite an easy system to use. It wasn't very hard. We hadn't used it before, had we?
Yeah. It's quite intuitive, isn't it? You pick up quite quick. So if you've done 3D printing slices before, like Cura, like we use Cura for a lot. It's pretty similar to that, almost identical.
Yeah. Very, very much the same.
Yeah.
So if you can do that, you can definitely do it. Just very easy. The only difference is that you just you get to select the filament types at the top. Really,
yeah.
It's about the only thing different.
Yeah.
That you need to know.
You don't have to paint it like the way that we've done. You can just do whatever you want, or you could click the whole thing, make the whole thing black, or
you could if you K2, you could just go the same color. You could go if you make a really super giant helmet or something, and it was just in red, say. And you could just go red, and then it would just change.
Yeah,
there you go. It's kind of cool.
Yeah, it's printed on.
Yozel says, yeah, 3D printing has gotten a lot easier, resin and filament.
Yeah,
I agree.
We haven't done too much resin printing, but
no, I haven't done.
It'd be something to dive into in the future a bit more.
No, there's always something to learn.
Yeah,
which is always good. And lots of projects that we're planning for resin as well.
Yeah. What do you print in the? What do you use for the resin printer? What's some projects that you use?
Oh, you're making.
Yeah.
Pretty
cool. Yeah, so I think that's pretty much it. You're going to bring it over here?
Yeah, you should bring it back.
Yeah, so that's so what you do after that is you just
hang on. Yeah,
we're good.
Yeah, no worries.
Yeah, we're good. So what you do after that is you just click slice, and then what we did is you just bring it into local. We just put you could stream it through Wi-Fi or however you wanted to the printer. But we tend to just go old school USB, plug it in the side like Harry was showing before.
Yeah,
and it works. You don't have to
worry about it. But that's what we always do.
Yeah, and you can monitor it on your phone and all that kind of fun stuff if you're away from your house and stuff like that. So yeah, it's pretty good, solid.
So yeah, very cool. Is anything? Any other questions that somebody might have?
That's right. Yeah. Do you have any other thoughts or ideas? Or yeah, thoughts or ideas about the printer? Any other questions that somebody may like to ask us?
Yeah,
since it's happening in real time. I'm looking forward to it finishing personally.
Yes, and we'll be doing a live stream at what time? Was it 11 o'clock?
Yeah, I think it was around 11 o'clock. I just checked my.
Or when we open it up. What time?
11:20.
11:20 officially.
So we'll be sort of around 11 o'clock ish. We'll put up a proper time and everything, and that way you can all tune in to see that part.
Yeah, it's the best big reveal.
Yeah, you want to see the big reveal, and then we'll clean it all up and make it presentable. Right?
Yeah, very cool.
And then it will be put aside for
the next part,
which is what's line and wait to come.
Yes, it could be one of those ideas that were mentioned, maybe.
It may or may not be.
Yes, but very cool.
But I think you have a pretty solid understanding how it works right now.
Yeah, I think so.
Obviously, with the CAD design and stuff, it takes a little while.
If you haven't done that, so
no, it just takes a while.
It does. Yeah.
So we're using what we were using is, and that one we showed you, Blender. Yep, it's a learning process in itself. Or you use something like mechanical software like SolidWorks or Design Spark Mechanical or FreeCAD. There's a learning curve, and you just work your way through it.
Just take your time. It's amazing. Yeah. You have to hollow that head out so you can put a flight control inside of it next time you put it in it.
Oh, no, there's an idea.
That's an idea.
Wonder what you do with the flight control in his head. Would you make him so he's like robotic? He's like Terminator. His eyes can blink and stuff.
Yeah.
That'd be cool, right?
Nick. Classic. Great idea. He also says then you can make him into a drone body. Well, there you go.
There's some idea. Keep them coming.
Yeah, great ideas. I mean, that's thinking outside the box. I'm liking it. There you go. It's a great idea.
Okay.
First best of the way. Drone body. Great idea. Cool. That's good. That's cool.
Artificial the first Terminator to ever be made.
Very cool.
Right?
We should have done with a smile, then nobody would take him seriously.
Yeah.
But yeah, so that's up to about 7% in. Oh, I can bring it up and just show them a little bit closer. Sure. It's kind of an interesting machine how it does it. It hasn't done any changes, which I did want to show, but that's right. It might not be actually on this episode. There you go. There you go. He's working on his neck. There you go. Just plug it in. Keep that plugged in.
Keep that power going.
There you
go. Fair enough. So the question was, is next time you're modeling a plane, you can see how aerodynamic your face is.
Nice. Put it to wind
tunnel.
Wind tunnel your face.
We were watching a live stream episode with Adam Savage on Tested YouTube channel. The guy that does Mythbusters. He's quite cool. And he was with a company that were doing vertical takeoff and landing aircrafts. VTOLs for sure. So they were doing something around sort of the Amazon kind of, dropping parcels and that kind of thing. They were getting registered in the US of A, which is cool. And they were doing wind tunnels, which is I was going with that. So they'd made their own wind tunnel and tested all these aircrafts out. But I think mainly they were testing propeller designs to make them quiet, which is where I think they was it them that invented the
it was
torpedo? No, but
no.
They were the ones that were adjusting the propellers. Not to be efficient or anything like that, just so that people didn't complain, which is an interesting problem to have, right?
Yeah, it's an interesting one. Yeah. But we don't need to worry about that.
But if you're flying with Nick, as if you're watching of our Instagram, Nick helps us out quite a bit there with his gas plane. So we fly behind him sometimes. So it's super special,
but that's not quiet.
But that's not even slightly quiet. You're not worried about noise at the aerodrome, so you're all good there. Your quadcopter props are very loud because of the turbulence. That's correct. Yeah, that's right.
I agree. Very cool.
And I guess the more propellers you have, the more sound.
I'm not sure.
I guess it would be like, they call it a drone, right? But it's actually called a multi-copter. I guess they call it a drone because it's like a honeybee. Yeah. It's a distinctive sound though for the drone.
And different sound, different size motors.
Yeah. Like when we're spinning the 13-inch props from the cine lifter, I'm looking up there because it's on the roof. and that makes quite a distinctive sound relative to, say, the 5-inch or the little tiny whoop. It's like this. They sound like a wasp or a bee. Yeah, agreed. Yeah, they do. They do sound a bit like that.
No, he's ramped up a bit of speed now, so that's good.
Yeah. So he's printing away in the background there, and so far so good. Yeah.
Yeah.
So you reckon he would change about in an hour's time, or give or take? Oh yeah, that's right.
Yeah, I think so. It will change to a different color in 44 minutes.
Okay. So it might be a bit longer than this live stream.
Yeah, maybe a little bit more. But
so yeah, so if it doesn't change in the time frame if we finish this live stream up, that's no big deal. But we can explain what happens. So what happens is at the moment it's got the skin tone and the ABC. It's in the C that we're using at the moment currently.
yes.
So skin tone is going on at the moment, and then what will happen is it will stop, it will pause, it will clear itself, clean its nozzle, then it will retract it back up into the spool, and then it will swap over to, I think it will be the black for its chin strap, and that kind of thing. And then that will spool in, and then it will change between the two, between what layer is happening.
Yes.
And then it will shoot out a couple of the excess in between the changes.
Good catch in that white box.
Catch in the white box, and then we'll recycle that and leave it in.
Very cool.
Yeah.
Okay. Is there anything else? I think that was pretty much.
I think that's I think we covered literally all of it. So
that's cool.
Yeah.
The whole process.
It's quite a process, isn't it? Really, it takes a couple of days from start to finish.
Yes, it does.
Not just the printing. I'm talking about the whole thing, including the design.
That's good. Cool. He also says now you can do multicolors easy. You can do that. Do flat 2D printing images. I like what are they called? Lithophanes.
Lithophanes, yeah.
They look pretty cool. Good for logos and stuff. Quick.
To hand out cards and stuff.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
Yeah.
We did do a
business
couple,
cards, you mean?
for the 1 million views on it. Did we?
You want to show it?
No, I just pick it up and take it. Okay. I was just thinking what we made on something flat.
Something similar to what you're talking about. We go over here. Here we go. So I think I can't see it. The million views is what we're looking at. Or we've got different options here, like the Creality. Line in there. Yep. So the Creality was the one that we did the multicolor. The others were done with Ender. But the Creality itself, because it's got a white edge, if you can just see it, I think you can. And that was done on the printer. So it all worked out. Did you want to leave it there? Oh, okay. Yeah. Okay, out of the way.
So yeah, there you go. So
here we go.
There you go. So what are we going to do? Might as well. What do you reckon? Should we leave it there and then?
I think we might pause there.
And then
it's gonna. We're not pausing.
The printer will carry on working in the background, which is great, and we'll keep monitoring as it goes, and then we'll
join back together when it's all done.
Part 2 of this live stream.
So
we'll continue
to be around. I'll just check the time again. I think it was around 11 o'clock. We'll start again. Yeah, around 11 o'clock. We'll post a upcoming event for that, and then you can be part of it.
Yes, and then we'll carry on this episode.
We want to do it, right?
And Cliff says outro time. Yeah. All right. Okay.
So like any show, you got to have your own music.
There you go. Cliff asked for it, so he put us up.
Yeah.
There you go. So we very much appreciate you guys tuning in for this kind of interesting multicolor 3D printing
with the
episode.
It was cool, and we have to thank all our sponsors, including Creality. We couldn't do it without you, so thanks very much. And it was awesome to
test out this stuff.
Test it out, yeah.
So make sure you give this live stream a thumbs up if you haven't done already. It helps out the channel. We very much appreciate it, and we'll see each other in a couple of hours.
Well, a few hours.
Yeah,
we'll see each other in a few hours, and yeah, thanks very much. Thanks very much.
Okay. This is thanks. Enjoy. If you have time, look into Oh, yeah, mechanisms.
We will.
Yeah, we will. Excellent. Always good to learn something new.
Cool. Okay, so I'm Harry.
And this is Richard.
Okay, see you guys. Okay, and 3, 2, 1, go. Yeah.
Okay. See you for part 2 in
For part
a
two.
few hours time.
Thanks, guys. Awesome. Thanks very much.